Hello, this is Ryan, sales engineer here at HighByte, bringing you another video in our tips and tricks series. In today's video, we'll be talking about licensing. Licensing was introduced to the Intelligence Hub in version 3.0 of February 2023. We'll start by talking about the different options for licensing, how the licenses behave on expiration, and then we'll go into covering how to access your license and how to ultimately apply that license to your Intelligence Hub deployment. The Intelligence Hub follows a subscription-based model where we license by a physical site or location. The first two license options are trial and evaluation, and these are really meant for proof of concept projects. Trial is 30 days for free, where you would work with our sales team to understand your use case and understand how to build that use case within a trial environment on your own server with your own data. Now, for those customers who need a little extra time to prove out that value, we do offer an additional 60 days for an evaluation license, which is $4,500. Finally, the professional license is a year subscription for those production use cases that will give you unlimited instances for that year. Licenses include unlimited connections, models, configuration, objects. We want to make it easy for you to take the Intelligence Hub and really unlock the true value of your data. This will enable users to have premium features such as multiple hub configuration, redundant failover, PI integration, and even an embedded MQTT broker. Our license also includes version upgrades, technical support, even product documentation. And we do offer pricing based on distributed or enterprise or even machine builder licenses. These are all based on utilization, volume, use case, architecture. Long story short, we want to talk with you, understand your needs, understand your plan for rollout in that first year, and come up with a targeted pricing package for you. Let's talk about what happens when a license expires. For trial and evaluation license, the expiration behavior is the flows will simply just not execute. You'll still have access to the user interface and see your project and everything that you've built, but you won't be able to move or flow that data out. For professional and enterprise licenses, the flows will continue to execute because we don't want to negatively impact your production activities, but we'll still want to obviously work with you to renew that license and get you set up with that next year. It's also worth mentioning, while the flows will continue to execute for professional and enterprise licenses on expiration, the ability to upgrade to newer versions of HighByte and even technical support and product support will be temporarily halted until the license is renewed. Let's hop into our account portal. First and foremost, if this is your first time accessing the account portal, you'll need to go through the Create Account Wizard. Existing accounts from the HighByte.com website will not be ported over into this new portal. So you'll need to go through this initial setup, create your account, and then validate your email, and then you'll have access to the portal. All right, let's assume we've gone through the Create Account Wizard. Now we're ready to download and access our licenses. So I'm at the login screen for our account portal, and I'll hit Continue here and authenticate my credentials. So when you land on the portal, you're going to start on the licensing tab. So here we can see any available licenses assigned to your account. So here I can go and I can do a couple of things from this action panel. One, I can just download the license. That's probably the most important item here. See the EULA, download, copy the EULA, and ultimately agree so you can download that locally to this workstation. So that will go to our downloads, and we'll come back to that as far as applying the license in a second. Now I can also go into this drop down here, and I can also edit this and add some additional context to both the name site field and the notes field to, again, just help you paint some clarity to where this license is utilized and just have some additional context to each license. The next tab here will be our downloads tab. So any product downloads such as the actual Intelligence Hub, the Docker image, or the Pi SDK all can be found here, as well as some release highlights and all release notes available from this panel. Finally, we'll have a tab here for the user guide. Starting in 3.0, we've added the user guide to a web-based form, so it's no longer nested within your product downloads. You'll be able to go to guide.highbyte.com, to see all the user guide material. And I should also mention that licensing is also really well documented here, so everything that I'm covering in this video will also be in written form. And we plan to expand on this account portal to add more customer-facing resources in the future. Our final step in the licensing process is to apply the license to our new deployment. So I'm going to log in, and I've gone through my initial installation steps. I have this environment also connected to my central host or my management layer, so I'm going to just go through and hop over to my Houston environment, which is my new environment that I want to apply this license for. So I'll hit update, hop over to this brand new deployment, and you'll notice in the top right that you'll see this icon that says unlicensed. So I can use that as a hot link, and that will essentially bring us to the settings licensing tab. Alternatively, I can go just directly from settings to license, and now I can go browse and find that file that I just downloaded from the portal. So we'll hit browse there, and I've taken that file and I've moved it to a particular directory here, HighByte licenses, and now I'm just going to click open. Final step is just to hit import, and now our product is licensed. So we'll see the assignee and the name of the license now in the top right to reflect that change. Just like that, we have our license applied to our newly deployed environment. At this point, we can start building or syncing our configuration to this newly deployed environment and start taking control of our data. One last note, I just want to mention that we do not have any third-party or externally facing licensing validation servers. Simply importing the license is all you need to do to license your new environment. There's no externally facing communication that you need to open for that purpose. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully you found this information useful. As always, you can click this icon in the top left and reach our customer success at success@highbyte.com. Thank you very much. Have a great day.